What's up, guys? It's John Dominique, the Soul Proponent. It's been quite a few years since I've uploaded a video, and I apologize for that. Been through quite a lot, but I still feel compelled to stand up and speak my truth for those, to act as a guide for those who are seeking the path to truth, who are willing and able to walk the path. Specifically today, I want to talk about an interaction I had with someone on a website forum, and basically the gentleman was saying we can't rely on our own experience on the path to truth. We can't trust it. And he cited, mental health problems basically as his evidence, as his reasoning for that. Schizophrenia, depression, bipolar disorder, things like that. And yeah, to a degree that's true. I told him there are some people whose experience might be colored and tainted by those illnesses, but we can't throw away our experience basically on the path to the soul, because first of all, without our experience, we can't experience God. So we can't throw it away. We can't throw away or reject any part of us, no matter what it is, no matter how bad it is. What we can do is include whatever illness is in our investigation. So if there's schizophrenia, we have to take that into account, into our investigation. It just means we have to work harder. It doesn't mean you throw away your experience as a tool for investigating the truth because you think there's something bad and you think there's something better to go after. That's a rejection of the self, a rejection of who we are exactly right here and now without lifting a finger. It's a rejection of reality. It's a rejection of the truth, which causes suffering basically in the long run, especially. I think it's important to be aware that, that self-rejection, rejecting our experience, judging it as something bad to be avoided on our investigation of truth, basically has the opposite effect if we're not careful. The reason it has the opposite effect of taking us towards truth is because we're not accepting everything that's here. We're only going towards what we think is good and going away from what we think is bad. We're not accepting everything. We're just going to get part of the truth. And yeah, that's fine. It doesn't mean something bad. It doesn't mean you can't go with your investigation or limit yourself with your investigations at certain times because maybe you have a mental illness at this time. That doesn't mean you're going to be like that forever. And the thing about it is, if you're going to judge yourself or anyone else for having those mental illnesses, ultimately it's going to lead you to split yourself against reality. You're saying, this is the bad part of reality, this is a good part of reality, I only want the good, I don't want the bad. That causes suffering because you're splitting yourself against what's there, against the truth, against reality. You can't feel whole, you can't feel healed, and you can't feel the oneness that from which you were born. And we're all trying to get back to that oneness. It's just a matter of how we get there. It's very subtle, but if you pay attention, we have to understand that you can't throw away your experience. It's important to accept it no matter how bad it is, no matter what's there. That's part of the path to the soul, is accepting fully in its entirety your experience. And now that doesn't mean that's always going to be like that. There is a part on the path where you have to let go of even your experience. You're not even going to have that left, which is another topic on itself, and it's very scary to go through that, but that's the truth of what's there. If you go on this path, you better be ready to let go of your experience altogether without even knowing if you're ever going to come out of that blackness, that emptiness, that hole of no experience, because that is on the path. But basically, I just want to say that it's important that we don't reject any part of our experience in favor of what we think is good or in favor of what we think is better. We have to accept it in its entirety. John Dominique, the Soul Proponent.